I'm looking nuttier in this lighting at home. Take your time and set it.
I'm debating having you start drying out a little bit tonight, since this is our third. We're pretty full now. So if we, if it affects our ability to fill out, we've had 2.5 days worth already. I'm not too worried.
If you see anything on him too that needs to be opened up or modified for like...
It's his, I don't know, you know what's saying on his...
Show me.
Do your rear relax. Yeah, no, that's not opening up. The ones from yesterday, he was really open here and they were just hanging full, but then when you do his lats, right, it wasn't. It was like that, like they kept up on there. So and it was mostly for the rear double bicep, so I don't know if it's external rotation.
So,
see how his lats are
from
thick and full right here?
Yeah.
When he was hitting out the pictures.
So today, is he looking the way you want him to look?
No.
Okay.
Well,
right,
I mean, just the pose.
Yes, I just got out of the car, so that probably didn't help. Yeah, he's nice and full there. Can you, honey, do you mind hitting your back double? Don't worry about setting your legs, just hit the upper body. So where are you wanting?
Do the lat might be a better one. Do the rear lat. You don't have to hit hard, but just see how they're kind of like thick and full, and see that it's like shallow there. I don't even know what that.
Rest for a second.
Because in the photo, see how it's hanging here.
I think that's more a function of like you're saying he's full here and narrow and
yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. I just know what it is.
Come on over here to the wall and just do a little bit of rib cage reset. Round your upper back. Good. Soft knees, pelvis under. Triple relax, deep breaths. Super chill. And as you exhale, 2% effort press into the wall. Through the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's a minor thing, because no one's going to be looking at his lats. They're going to be looking at his ass.
I know, his legs and his adductors, right?
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Try again?
Yeah. Look, I think if you're looking open just after that, just walking out.
Yeah, you can see already.
My right shoulder's sitting better. Good.
The left one's perfect. Do your rear relax just real quick. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to burn out. It's already better. Still alright, showering out a little bit, but no, that's good. Yeah, I mean,
Is this like through here?
Yeah,
I can get on that.
Yeah, you see how the left is good, the right, it was the right that was good.
Yeah, he's been super ticklish. I wish I got it on video because he straight up Michael Jackson hee last night. It was so great. You look. This right shoulder is sitting so much better than it was yesterday too. I don't know if you're having to think as much about keeping it in position, but you're not like up here in your rear poses. Yeah. You look way more level of just that.
What's your weight at?
257. In the morning it was 255.4. I haven't weighed since then.
I'm guessing 257. I think we can
I do have a scale.
I think we can start drying out a little bit.
What should I do for this next meal?
I think we could start light with like the hydrochlorothiazide. You got 25.
Oh, like go ahead and take one?
Yeah, I mean, we're 2.5. I mean, we've already covered more than we ever have before. So if it starts affecting, it's not going to start working until at least one more meal.
Right.
It doesn't, it's 5 hours before it really kicks in. By then, we're pretty carved up. And that's the whole reason we added that early carb day, so we could, really dry out.
Now, as far as any tissue work or anything, I keep anything super, super light. Like yesterday, I basically kept it minimal because I didn't want to inflame him. Okay. I don't see anything to me that looks like inflammation today. No. So I think that if I do another session on him, it should be fine.
I'm fine with that, yeah. Okay. And then once we dry out a little bit, there's less ability for him, so you can go
to town.
It's going on the gym today because that all the shit we did in my skin yesterday did not feel good.
I know, honey. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Any adjustments to the meal?
No, I think we'll keep pushing the food until we see that we can.
So 135 carbs still?
Yeah.
Shoulder rotation and everything else through the scaps and back look okay?
Looked good to me.
Okay.
I mean, I trust your opinion on that more than mine. But
I'm not really good at I see from my perspective, right? So that's where I'm if you see something that you want changed, if you show me what it is, I can probably fix it.
The only thing I ever really see with him is the lats, because you can see they hang, when he just stands there, they hang. And so they should hang even more when he does the rear lat, but sometimes they kind of pull
I
up
think
in.
some of that might be posing too. I think when you hit your rear lat spread, I almost think you're a little bit
Yeah,
too
there's
forward
some,
here.
yeah, there's
still?
I think you're too neck and front
I used
delt.
to do it worse. So just basically don't try to roll my full.
Yeah, no, you don't want to anymore because you're big enough. You know how Ronnie, have you ever go back, because you know most guys when they do rear lat, their traps are flat or even like concave, and Ronnie's weren't, because his lats hung just standing there. So his rear lat, he didn't even do his lats. Okay. He just go like that. He wasn't like this or anything.
That might be interesting to
And
play with later.
Dorian did the same thing, and Dorian, I remember had an article in like Flex or something where he discussed it. He said, yeah, I could go like that and spread more, but he said, I'm already as wide as everyone without doing that. So what I do is do that, and then I can track my rear delts. He said, so I lose.
And get that thickness.
Yeah, I lose maybe a quarter of an inch of thickness, but then I got all that separation. The rear delts are contracted, and it looks better, and I'm still wider than everyone. And you'll be the biggest guy in weight-wise probably in the whole
Yeah, when
show.
you just stand versus when you hit your lat spread,
yes,
it's really, really different. And
I know, I've seen it. I'm like, yeah, because that's why sometimes when I'm taking pictures, I'll take one of me just like halfway through getting into the pose. I'm like, okay, my lats look huge there.
Yeah, but like with your rear lat, you don't you're so thick, and wide-shouldered, you don't need to spread anything. you don't even need to worry about spreading.
Should I keep it to 7 liters for the day?
Yeah, because I don't want to take a diabetic and then add water.
Yeah. So which do you think I should take?
The hydrochlorothiazide, you have a 25 hydrochlorothiazide, right?
Just HCG.
Because tomorrow it's still going to be the HCG, the bigger.
What's thiazide is hydrochlorothiazide plus?
Triumvirine.
Okay.
You got to weigh in today still, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Or could you weigh in tomorrow?
No, you got to do it today.
Yeah.
And I think I'll probably eat my next meal real quick. And I'd like to be at check-ins right at 2 because I feel like the time it takes to get through, it's just going to grow.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute drive. Do you want to grab your meal and eat it in here?
You want if I use your microwave?
Not at all.
So just this amount of time
pics from last year too. The conditioning was good, but you were still watery on stage last year.
I think we were probably a couple pounds off on conditioning because we made that last minute decision not to do USAs.
Oh,
we were like, oh shit, okay, go ahead and pull fats.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And it was a little late. People still looked at my picture like, dude, you were shredded. I'm like, could be a little sharper. I just internalized what you said from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to feel small, so
Yeah.
just more concerned with being. I became obsessed with shrimp this prep because it's like, well, I can't really have anything I really want.
It's like the only really lean food that tastes good for me.
Yeah,
Protein.
and it's lower in protein, so I get a lot of it. Because I looked back at the sheet that you attach. It was 263 grams of shrimp.
Yeah.
Well, this is expensive, but this is really good.
Are you okay? All right. Justin, do you need anything?
I'm good, thank you, though.
Okay, cool.
So, where did it make cheap?
What are you weighing right now?
So what?
What are you weighing right now?
This morning I was 255.4. I've been, even with the carb up, I've stayed 255-ish every morning.
Yeah, you said 2,500 there at the car. That was our baseline, wasn't it?
If you include
Friday.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Did you ever have a crazy high day with him? On the prep?
This prep, no.
He gave me I think I was trying to get up to, before the cheat meal, trying to get 1,500 carbs in, I think. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Our first prep, we did one of those every other day.
Really?
We were so depleted.
He gave me a whole day, go get fat, go whatever the fuck we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah?
Go get bloated, eat whatever you want to. I'm like, is this okay? Odd square returns?
Yeah, just at your own pace. You're still you're underweight, right? You're going to make weight?
I don't know. I just weighed at Turner's place this morning.
It was 223.8 or whatever, right?
Yeah. 225 and a quarter is what I gotta be at for the race.
And he's used his scale, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just go at your own pace. This will be interesting for the camera because it's two totally different. Because Jake's already dried essentially because he was mid-230s and we haven't cut the heavies. So he hasn't carved up at all yet. would like to get the whole day's meals in from the plan. So those 6 meals after the weigh-in before you go to sleep. So you probably have to eat every 90 minutes.
Okay. Water, do you want that cut out at a certain time tonight?
Just spread it evenly, so finish it right before you go to bed, basically.
Okay. You can do that. Is he gonna pose?
We already did.
Fuck, dude. You do it again? I gotta see what you look like, dude. You look
Just
crazy.
show me quads.
Oh, his quads are crazy.
I don't want to keep sweating.
Just
Yeah, see, this feathering, I've never ever had that. These look ridiculous.
I'm like, I have like a different fat storage pattern for most people. Like, I can be like a couple months into the rebound and I'll still have a little feather in my quads, but my midsection just gets.
So, I'll be honest.
Dave had abs for 2 hours before the show.
There was like a time when prep when it was getting closer, and I saw him and it was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it.
I know.
And then I remember him telling me like earlier in the prep, like he's a water buffalo, like huge fucking change in like 2 weeks. I was like, wow, he just carved the fuck out.
Probably those 2 weeks we had me super high day.
Yeah, that was a little worrying for a minute there.
Yeah, but no, you came fucking through, dude. You were gonna be a super heavy, obviously. I hope you win that class because you look fucking crazy.
So
I think
there's
it'll
a lot of good guys doing that class.
Yeah, that class is stacked. I'm actually surprised because most of the super heavyweight classes I've seen at national shows, they don't come in conditioned as much as they should in condition. But you're fucking spot on.
Thank you.
You're really good.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, North American, you're the first call.
So just go away in, and then do you want me to do check-in pictures every after meal?
Start eating, yeah. We won't really change anything because we haven't had time to know how about this. I just want to eat every 90 minutes.
Okay.
Sun pics before every meal, but don't wait for me because we're going to get 3 or 4 meals in before I even think about changing anything.
Okay, and the 35 grams of carbs I had, do you want me to minus that?
Just start with meal 1.
You got it.
Start eating. We got we got to do a whole week's worth of carb up in 8 hours, so.
Right. We're out of here. I'll just text you later.
Yeah, before every meal, like 30 minutes before meal, but don't wait. Just start eating every 90 minutes. What happened? Was it? I can't remember. Was it you tore your IT band or what?
The Sartorius is completely gone.
Sartorius?
Sartorius,
On the left side?
yeah.
Like, left quad's not missing any development. Holy crap.
You can just go through at your own pace. I'm just kind of looking. Yeah, if you can lay on my bed also. You step close to the wall another. I'm good. That's all I need to see. I don't want you to burn off too much glycogen. You're underweight still, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so basically step off the scale and pretend you just woke up. That's what I want to do. So the planned meals for the day and the planned water amount will just start as if you woke up when you got off the scale.
Okay, so just
start with meal 1. You'll eat. Well, no, we hadn't.
I've eaten 2.
On plan, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so just start meal 3. So probably be eating every 2 hours or so.
Yep.
Then you gotta send pics before every meal, like an hour before every meal. We might add more carbs to some of the meals, but I'll let you get at least the first meal in just on plan.
What do you think?
I think you're ready. I mean, yeah, ready. You like that. What was it that we thought was making you watery? Was it being sick? Or?
I was sick. I slept good finally last night.
That's it. Yeah, it looks like you're finally flushing that water in your legs.
Yeah, I sweat so much last night too. For the food on the day of the show, instead of the grams and stuff, it said.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, it doesn't. It's not an exact. You know.
I was just wondering if that meant like cut that to that 7 ounces, the 1.5 cups of rice, like cook the 1.5 cups.
It's, yeah, I'm talking like 75 grams of carbs, 55 grams of protein. Like,
so it doesn't matter if I just cook everything the same way it has been.
Yeah, it's fine, and I don't even care if you're exact with it. I just want that's enough calories and enough of the nutrients and the macros we need to have you look good, but not so much that you're gonna have a distended stomach, you know, that kind of deal.
I've had only chicken and rice the last 8 meals. The first 2 were chicken and rice, the last 2, I think I will do 3 meals of flank today, 1 more chicken.
Yep, I want the flank because we will need to fill you out. I really like you probably, because we haven't started drying out really yet. So this is our only, like when you go to bed, if we're not full, we missed the boat, so we got to get it done.
Yep.
So the flank's extra calories. That's, I mean, that's all, from now till bedtime, that's all we're focused on is filling out. So then we can dry out hard tomorrow.
That'll be 1,500 milliliters. It's nice because those are 500 each.
Oh yeah, nice, yeah.
I have Gatorade. I have the dried pineapple.
Perfect.
I have Tito's. There was a thing of red wine, but I think Tito's is probably better, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and I have
a little stronger.
A full diazide pill and a half one.
Okay.
So I don't know. I did the diazide last time.
Do you know what the dose is?
I'm not sure exactly. I could ask. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got them from him, so he'll be able to tell me.
Yeah, because usually they're 25 and 37.5 because it's hydrochlorothiazide and trinapterine, or sometimes they're 12.5 and 25. So it is like you want to know because a full one might only be a half of the other one, you know.
Yep.
So so we have carbs, sodium, and water. That's all that dictates how you look now.
Yep. And then should I do any training, any like extra walking today?
Not yet. I mean, no, because I want to see, like, if you start filling out too much, or say your legs aren't filling out and your upper body's filling out, because like when you work out, like if I'm doing bicep curls, I use glycogen only for my biceps. That's something people don't like. They always say like, I'm training legs, my upper body flattened out. It's like, no, you just lost some water. Your legs use the glycogen, and then you just there's a big muscle, so you lost water everywhere.
Right.
So if we see that like your legs are still flat and your upper body's full, I might have to go get a pump in your upper body, burn off some of that glycogen, even them back out. But we got a lot of filling out to do. We actually have to do like a whole. Well, no, you got to eat a little bit, so so it will be better. Yeah, I keep thinking Jake because Jake's been like 0 carbs, 0 everything. So,
yeah.
But we want to go to bed tonight, almost spilling a little bit even.
So pictures each meal.
Don't wait for me to eat.
Okay.
If we change something, I'll change it. It might be, I'll probably catch you before the meal, but if not, then we'll just have to get.
I've got plenty of rice cakes and stuff like that.
We'll just add it whenever, but don't wait for me because I want to get the food in.
Yep, yes sir. The Ducalax, do I continue to take that up through the show? Because I know that does some stuff with water, it can mess with the sodium.
It doesn't much really, because it's really, the Miralax can. The Ducalax more increases mucus production by the lining. But if you're going, you don't need to take it.
And I've actually been taking that 1 in the morning and 1 before bed.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going, you don't need to take it, but the water retention's far worse from being constipated than anything.
Right, because what I don't want to happen is, like it was like, to the point where I would be, like I think it was bad for months and I didn't really realize it, but it was like I'd go to deadlift or squat and I was fighting like, I felt like I was getting a hernia.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to stay cleaned out. Because just from everything, because you'll just hold water, period, from being backed up. And that's really, like, the GH gut isn't GH gut,
no.
It's fat.
Yep.
Because you got guys, because they get it in the pros, because they compete way more often. Every time you're lean, every time your diet is a higher protein ratio compared to carbs, because carbs require a lot more water.
Because it is every time I get the carbs in it.
Yeah, yeah. And so you get so dried out down there that nothing passes through, and then you can have months or years of shit build up, you know. And add to that the amount of food you're eating when you're, you know, by the time you're, you know, doing 260 on stage, people think it's a GH cut, but it's not. It's all that.
Right.
It's, you know, like you're eating that much food, you're already gonna have. I mean, because you can see even the girls that don't even use it. They got a thicker midsection if they're like trying to gain a lot of size. You know, just, you know. It's like, it drives me crazy if people don't understand. It's like, go eat, you know, Thanksgiving dinner, your gut sticks out, you know?
Yeah.
Well, when you're 320 in the off season, you're eating Thanksgiving dinner 7 times a day.
Right.
You know?
Go do the check-ins.
Yeah, good
Nice
luck,
to
man.
meet you.
Yeah, let me know when you make weight.
Good seeing you, bro.
Yeah, you too, man. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you. Your legs.
Yeah, just sit on the legs. You just do just quarter turns at your own pace.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking for conditioning. I want to try to change poses or critique posing this close to a show.
Come
Come together.
Lite fast hand emot.
You're not flat. I mean, you are, but...
People only told me, I think,
I don't
60
think-
months water, so to make the workout.
Yeah, I expected it to be a flatter look, so this is good.
Actually, when we got you, that wasn't good.
Yeah. Yeah, we just start eating. We'll do basically, the plan for today, pretend you just woke up. So start meal 1, start drinking the water, and you're probably gonna have to eat every 90 minutes. So you're not up to like 3 a.m. And then just send pics, you know, 30 minutes before every meal. Don't wait for me, eat, I'll just chime in if I need to, and you can stop by any time as often as you want to have me see you in person, but I still want pics every meal. Yeah, you can see your flat there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good look, man. It's a good look. I think you did it.
Actually, Sam yesterday was flat.
Yeah, Sam was flat today too.
But today he looks better.
Yeah, you got yesterday was rough. Well, he was like 193 and didn't want to eat or drink. I was like, dude, you gotta be 198.
Yeah.
You got lots of room.
Yeah.
The guys are like 208 right now trying to make 198.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, we felt you out. You're on.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you're already dry. Yeah, so just pretend you just woke up. You're gonna eat meal 1, start drinking, and just follow the plan. Send pics every 90 minutes. I won't even think about changing anything for at least like 3 meals. So get the carbs and keep eating.
150.
Yeah, I don't even remember whatever's in the plan. Yeah.
The first 3 meal 150, but today.
Let me.
No, management today first.
Yeah, 35 protein,
Hey, son.
125 carbs.
Hey, don't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna text it.
You get excited, huh? You're gonna eat more.
Unless you want to keep not eating, we could.
You don't want to go down?
No, you're trying to make weight.
No.
You have a hard time making weight?
No, he made
No,
it.
well,
Yeah, I need it, yeah.
But so he's dry and depleted. It's funny seeing the difference because we got pretty much everyone but Dave is flat and dry,
Yeah.
and Dave's full and watery because they had to
No
make
weight
weight.
cap, yeah.
I'm gonna text you.
All right, cool.
Okay. See you.
Look good, man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Come on in. Enjoy the party.
Pretty hungry.
Yeah, we'll get you eating. I just want to see, like, kind of have an idea of how much we're going to eat. Flat. You pose really big.
Yeah.
Because every time you'd list your weight, I would be like, there's no way this dude's the middle.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, you take up space really, really well.
But usually, like, middle, like, you could tell even when they're by themselves that, yeah, they look like a middleweight. But, like, yeah, it's the way it, yeah.
You want just like side or
I'm just-
side and sides?
Anything you want. I'm just looking at, like, where water's at, how flat you are, how much we can eat. You know, I'm not doing any, like, physique.
Yeah, your chest looks great.
Cramping. That's what I'm worried about. Now we're gonna feed you and water you. Yeah, don't cause enough to cramp. I'm good. We got a lot of room to fill out. I would say probably just pretend you just woke up. Start with meal 1.
I'll say, like on my past shows, I've had coaches before. Never like paid like full. Like I've worked with Dave Palumbo a couple times, but I never paid him like the full thing. We did like he has that last week, like $200 or some shit, $100.
Yeah.
But I'd always hit him up like 5-6 weeks out, and then he would just start coaching me from there. So at the end, I kind of always did what he said, but then at the same time, I pretty much just would do what I want. But I would like just smash a bunch of shit like before the show. Like I would just eat muffins and I mean I've won my class, which they're not great classes.
Well, I listen. I mean,
I feel like I can eat a bunch of carbs, but also like from those pictures that
you look good. That was the problem. You
when I was
flatter, but you look
less food. I kind of felt
like you don't look good when you're flat here, but as you start posing and suck the water to the muscle, you were looking better. So we do have room to fill you out. I would like to start like basically pretend you just woke up. You're gonna eat meal 1 and start drinking the fluid. So it's Thursday, whatever the Thursday plan is. And we'll eat about every 90 minutes, and I'm going to allow you to do at least 2, probably 3 meals, just on plan. We'll see how you're filling out, and then kind of make a decision if we want to add some junky or higher, more dense carbs or what. And send pics before every meal, but probably at least the first 2, probably the first 3 are just on plan. Let's get going. We'll see how you're filling out, then maybe start adjusting. And then pics before every meal. You're welcome to, I don't know how close you are, you're welcome to check in here in person as often as you want also.
Yeah, I need to like, after this I want to take like some real off-season time.
I'd like to rebud you out well over up to
I never really do off-season because I work, I got four kids, I got married, I have shit going on. So when unless I'm doing a show, I'm just eating a bunch of shit and training. Training is my thing. Training's never lagging, but food, like trying to eat a lot of clean food, or like off-season stuff. It's hard for me to do this. But I'm gonna give it a shot one day before I get too old. All right, I'm starving.
Yeah, start eating pics, but don't wait for you to eat. At least the first 2, probably the first 3. Just get them down. Start drinking, start eating. So we have to have you full before bed because tomorrow we're drying out.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you guys.
I noticed if we drive.
Oh wow, yeah, shit, my opinion.
Yeah. Upstairs, he was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, you're good. Take your time."
Yeah, this would be good for the camera to see the like 3-hour difference.
Yeah, you're drying out super well, dude.
Yeah,
your midsection, especially. Your glutes look way better. Your glutes look so much better. Keep that chest tall and look up more. There. That's what judges want to see. If I can. So much better. Yeah, your back is really drying out.
Yeah, that's. See how that went. Did you work on that anymore?
No, I want to. There. Yeah. Keep everything tight up top. Right knee in. Keep that hamstring. That's it. Good. Turn that right knee in. Good.
Yeah, what's the last look better even there?
I think you're in the car.
Better.
Again. Your hamstrings. Ridiculous. I'm not sure if I hit that. Make Joe Seaman proud.
Yeah, show you.
You seriously, you look better by the hour.
Yeah.
Your chest striations are drying out a little bit. Yeah.
Can you take it like another 6 inches back? Just a little too much. This is just for pictures. We did like a quad snatch.
On that, can you go back to that for a sec? Joe like 60% on the front leg. Can you get your left leg a little more engaged? There.
Yeah. And I think
That's
if you
gonna be a
don't,
good look.
I think when you squeeze too hard on the right leg, you lose.
The sartorius and recti.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Versus that.
Yes. You almost want to think like you're lifting that leg.
Yeah,
So
like
left leg engaged and then.
Like you keep yourself from sliding on the like slip on the legs or something.
There. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that was the right move.
Okay, now if you go into your lat spread from there.
It's better. It is better. Yeah, you're just starting to dry out too. I didn't think we'd really see a noticeable difference till 5:30, so we're ahead of schedule now.
Awesome.
And we won't. Well, I would say probably 99% chance we're on time the rest of the night. Still keep sending pics, but.
And then probably keep with the plan tomorrow as well.
To start, anyways. But yeah, I mean, so far everything's like the carbon up earlier worked. It looked like you were almost starting to spill around weigh-ins, which is like that was I wanted you just on the edge of spilling today, and then now we can dry out hard. I hate trust the process.
But you really got to.
You have to for peaking. Yeah.
What? I mean, your way's always worked for me. Why? What are the coaches thinking when they have guys?
They're not. They don't
dry
know,
out first.
They just don't know what they're doing, and so that's why you'll hear stories like guys that I ate 6 cheeseburgers to fill out. No, you didn't. You had no water to form glycogen, and it was like I remember Darren Dudash. We used to go zero sodium Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we'd carb up with 0 sodium. And then he'd get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning and eat a whole pizza.
Yeah, I remember you talking about him.
Yeah.
He was a super, right?
No, it was like a heavy or light heavy.
Oh, really?
But yeah, he was like he was really short. He was like he carried a lot of muscle. And so like so we just used to and there was a period of time where you want to look like shit at weigh-ins. There's a period of time where I would go high sodium. And we wouldn't do any water cut. I would just cut sodium on Friday, and which is basically like loading up on diazide, because that's all diazide does is flush sodium. And then I had one guy, Tom Callahan, because I remember Tommy Boy. He called it a panic because he was using kratom, using way too much kratom and getting like anxiety attacks and just but he dropped out of the show. In a panic because he was a water buffalo weigh-ins, talked him into it. Even the day of, he wasn't going to do it. He won the whole show. Going good.
All right.
Right on. I'll send pictures in a couple hours.
All right, sweet. You just go at your own pace. Stay on the legs.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
This side shots as well.
on pace. Just keep eating.
Yep.
Going out. Already. Yeah. Just keep eating. Just repeat the same thing. We're doing 90 minutes. I don't remember now. Every 90 minutes. Did I just tell you? Oh no, you had meals before, so we're doing about every 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, how many have you had now? 4?
4.
Okay, 2 more. Perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah. Maybe add. Let me think. Just add 25 grams of carbs to each.
So 150?
Yeah, for the next 2 meals.
Gotcha. How many clients do you have?
6.
6?
Yeah. Everyone's looking good too.
That's really good.
I mean,
that's really good.
It's national, so everyone looks good.
Yeah.
But
I've seen a lot of people look like shit.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone's kind of shot at. I mean, no, everyone looks good.
Yeah.
You never know what the judge is going to do.
Exactly.
But everyone's coming together. So.
What do you think is realistic for me? You know, the realistic thing I would say, you know, you want to show at your best, but you don't know who's going to show up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you cannot say, you know, what's the realistic for me. You can go to the top 5? Yes, you can.
Because my thing is, like, I'm confident, but I'm just, you know, the Central States is...
Your thing is you're young and tall for your weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as what you can do for any given show, all you can do is come in shredded and dry, and that's what you're going to do.
Yep.
You know, and so beyond that, I mean, that's why I hate, well, how do you think I'll place? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
The judges decide that.
Exactly.
All you can do is get the body fat off, then come in full and hard, and we're on pace to do that. You know, so I think you'll do that.
But you will be good. And, you know, I'm
How
pretty
tall are
sure.
you?
5'8.5".
Yeah, Darren Dudash at 5'8" was top 5 several times as a light heavy with me. I think he took second at nationals 1 year with me.
Hell yeah.
So,
And, you know, I'm pretty sure after this rebound, you know.
yeah, you'll be.
Oh yeah, next show.
You as a heavyweight.
I actually wanted to talk to you about that. I know you have like a plan for like how often you want people to compete and everything. Like the 52-week like.
Yeah, if you're.
But I want to be heavyweight.
Yeah, well you'll be heavyweight. You'll be heavyweight in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't decide anything yet, but like, well, you are coming shredded and full. See where you stand when you're on point, you know, and then see what you need to change. But I would expect you to come back as a heavyweight next year at this or the USA's or whatever national show you decide, and be competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
No, I don't think everybody's slapping out.
Just open and tall.
Yeah, I think we're going to do the larger diacide right first thing in the morning.
I mean, I don't know most musculars, but to me, when you have hands on your hips, it just creates a much better shape than when they're in front of you. Is there a reason you're hitting both?
Chris likes both.
Well, they both look really good.
It's good to have ab and thigh, most muscular, and one of the side shots have 2 versions of it. Because you go up, you'll hit ab and thigh, and the judges start talking to each other, and you'll be stuck holding it for 30 seconds. So you want to be able to transition.
Yeah.
Because you want 2 front double buys, maybe, that's usually fast. But then you get to the side, and so you're going to hold a side tricep, and you're going to need to breathe. So if you have like a second one, then you turn to the back and you can suck air, you know, and you come back around, and the ab and thigh, you don't want to get stuck breathing out, and then they start talking to me. You want to be able to transition and go into something.
Right.
And the same with most muscular. Because most muscular, they might have you hit that for 20 seconds.
I think if you can control your breath, and like if you're posing 80% right now, if you can go to 75 and control your breath and just be calm, you're going to be good. Because I think and again, I may be wrong here, but it almost looks to me like you're over posing, and that's going to be really, really hard to maintain.
Yeah, well,
they're going to watch who can maintain it.
And also the problem is you practice posing when you're not in contest shape, and you need to squeeze that hard to show everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're in contest shape, I mean, you could flex your quads 5% and they'll be feathering right now.
I think if you even own that, like when you come into the, I call it the Joseman.
Yeah.
When you're here, rather than having to squeeze and like push so hard, if you even just think about barely lifting, That's going to pull your sartorius and rectum out and really get more detail too.
I was trying to go less hard this time, but
You look, I mean, you look great.
I was trying to be a little more fluid and not so.
No, you look
squishy.
Very on point, coming together. Got still water buffalo, still got a lot of water.
It's wild to me that this thing's still watery.
Yeah.
What do you think, like 8 to 10 pounds, or?
Maybe not that much. Yeah, maybe 8. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad we did that tonight. We'll probably do the larger diazide first thing in the morning, and then we may need another like hydrochloric thiazide.
Should I just go ahead and take it when I get up?
Yeah, we're gonna use it. Okay. I mean, because that first one has done a good chunk of its work already.
Shout if you see anything that you want opened up on him, and I'll get that. Look up again. There. Yeah, that look up was big.
Yeah, definitely. What time did you take the diuretic this morning? Like right away, 4?
As soon as you texted, yeah.
Are you still peeing?
Yeah.
Because you still have water to pull, but I don't want to overdo. I mean, yeah, your veins are still full too, so you still got blood volume. Man, you are a water buffalo. Oh yeah. You're right where I want you from the front. Quads are nutty. It's just your lower back. It's got a little water. Could be something about this, but yeah. Oh yeah.
Look up. Yeah.
Oh, the right light's even better than the left now. I think that's it. I think we're...
You're doing a really good job of not going 100% of that posing. Your detail's better for it. There.
Yeah.
That was it. Good.
Yeah, just that little punch in the lower back. I think that's what you're up.
Do you have a hard time getting your shoulders around? Like on your side try, do you have a hard time getting that shoulder in position?
Which one?
The front shoulder.
My right shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer it.
I mean, it's pretty like, do you feel like you're having a hard time getting here?
No. Should I take another diuretic?
No, I mean, I don't think we're gonna need one, but if we do, I don't want to like jump the gun.
Yeah.
Because you're still better every meal, and you're like even better at your pose. Because your veins are still full.
Yeah.
So ideally, we'll have nothing under the skin, but you'll still have enough in your bloodstream. But if we get too dehydrated and your veins collapse, then that's when you get that soft work. Like the skin's just so smooth. Yeah.
I think I started to go that direction last show.
Yeah, so that's why I'm hesitant. And we still have time. We could do it all the way till tonight, and we still have the alcohol also. So
yeah. That always seems like good.
Yeah, I like that because it doesn't mess with sodium. Diuretics are great if they just didn't hold sodium.
Yeah.
That's like the alcohol is like the only way you can just increase urine output.
Dave, do you see anything?
No, I was asking about that shoulder because it always looks to me a little bit like you have a hard time getting that shoulder to open, but I think that where it is also allows the front delt to shine. I just want to make sure your side and rear are oriented in a way that they can pop to.
Gotcha.
Do you mind hitting your side try facing me?
Yeah, dude, you're still pulling up water right now even from your start posing.
Justin, what do you think?
The thing is, I know that pose is really good when you get it right, because your shoulders are so wide, and when you get turned, and then your waist is tiny.
I think just being able to twist and that was the bigger issue.
Okay. I want to make sure that rear delt is in a position where it can show, because it's just a function of the shoulder position, but I don't know if that's related to trunk rotation or the shoulder itself. Angle for this. Let me just do a little bit on rear delt. If you're okay with that, just to see, and maybe front delt, just to see if we get that joint to sit so the rear delt can pop.
Okay.
And get you that roundness. It might help, it might not, but we'll see. one of the big things with posing, especially if you're in different positions throughout the week, is your ability to display muscle is going to partially depend on the orientation of the joint, meaning how those joint surfaces sit in relation to each other. It's going to change how all the muscles surrounding the joint actually kind of interact. So my hope is that we can get a little bit more pop on Dave's rear delt. The other muscles that are going to influence that are going to be trap, anterior fibers, front delt, anterior fibers of the upper trap, and probably even tricep a little bit, just in where it attaches to both the humerus and the part of the scapula that it attaches to. That whole area can kind of get thrown into a weird dynamic, and for width, side and rear delt are the money shots. So I want to inhibit some of those overactive areas without dialing them down so much. One other way to think about this is that if a muscle is really, really tight or busy, let's say, meaning it's in a state of like partial contraction, you're not going to be able to get the full width out of it either. So my hope is that even though I'm trying to kind of recalibrate baseline activity level of this front delt and inhibit it, my hope is that if we can actually get it to open up, not only is it going to help the rear delt have a chance to show, but it should also create more width in the front delt. If any other PTs are watching this, I'm going to be flayed for patient positioning, but when you're working on big guys, you got to get creative with things. And during peak week, the last thing I want to do is anything aggressive, because I don't want to be inflammatory.
But my book said do it this way.
Now, I've needled Dave enough to know that when I'm going to get a twitch response or not. Yeah, I'm getting little baby twitches, huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
Felt a little quiver.
Yeah. And it was kind of the superior fibers of front delt. So what a lot of people kind of think about is they think muscle groups without really appreciating where they attach visually. So people think upper trap and they think, you know, the back side of it, or like, you know, the big pillows. But if you look at Dave's collarbone here, these muscles basically fight against this collarbone, and this collarbone is a big portion of how the shoulder is going to sit. It's a little different than what we're taught. Was that visible on camera?
Mm-hmm.
On textbook. Good. You okay there?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm probably just going to do one more right in the line between front and side delt, and then I'll probably get a little bit on the back, and we'll check you. So I want to work with the general flow of his shoulders. So everyone's structure in terms of where their muscles attach and the directions they run and kind of the flow of the fiber is a little bit different. So especially when someone's contest lean, get a little bit more appreciation for that. Yeah, so you can kind of see here, hold that, the general flow of his fibers. Okay. I want to make a joke about it. She can't get it in, and that's what she said, but professionalism or something.
Justin would.
That's the challenge I'm working on these big guys, is they need work in areas, but they're also, that's where they're pinning, they're really fibrotic there. And so over the course of years, although it's rear delt, you might end up with an area of really fibrotic scar tissue that's like the size of, you know, a silver dollar or a couple of them. So you really got to get creative with needle angle and needle depth. So a lot of people come in straight perpendicular, but if that's the direction that you're going to have the greatest thickness, you have to, of the fibrotic tissue, you have to kind of like come in from different angle. That's also what she said. Yeah, let's have you stand up. I just want to see what changes there already, because I think the front delt may have kind of.
I feel better.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Try. Yeah. Nice.
That feels way easier.
Yeah. You look rounder there too.
Awesome.
I still think I can get more out of that, but let's see how you do.
I'm fine with doing it later, but later's going to have to be like in a narrow window before we go to 10. So, do you want to do a little more now?
It's up to you.
Yeah, was it like 10 more minutes or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it needs mine. I just had to get it on camera. So I really wanted to needle his lats, but the other day I went to go put some deep pressure on there, and he straight up Michael Jackson. Hee.
Ticklish.
I was like, oh god, if only we'd had that on camera. So when you're looking at shoulder mobility, again, I talked a little bit about kind of that whole constellation of how things work together. People kind of forget how important the tricep is and where it attaches, and that can be a really big limitation for restricting how well that ball and socket moves. And the ball and socket can't move, you're not going to be able to hit your pose as well. I really like needling as a clinician because I can get to deeper, more pinpoint tissue. As an athlete, I appreciate it because it doesn't leave me feeling beat up, and because I know it can get to exactly what I need without inflaming me. At the Olympia this year, I literally was like, God, I wish I just had someone to needle me. Like, I wanted me for me, but I had other soft tissue instead, and it ended up coming back to bite me. It caused some inflammation and held water because of it, and so I think it's really important to just be able to communicate with your provider about what you're feeling. And if you've had certain treatments before, really just make sure you kind of take note of how you responded to them. Good. You okay here? Mm-hmm. Good. You feel that at all?
I do feel it, yeah.
Good. How much, 0 to 10?
Like pain-wise?
Or just ache or any of that?
1 or 2.
Good. Now, I want to keep, I don't want anything to go above like a 2 or 3. I want to basically keep the treatment as chill as possible because we don't want any excessive cortisol spikes, obviously. That's the other nice thing about needling is you can really, really get specific with the intensity of the treatment. So we're doing a couple of things here. Needling has a direct influence on the tissue locally, but the other thing it does is communicate with the nerves on the spinal cord and ultimately how tight, how loose, how busy or tonic a muscle is, meaning like at rest, is it, how contracted is it? Is it 0%? Is it 100%? All of that is dictated by the brain, and so if we can give information to the spinal cord, it goes up to the brain, and the brain makes the decision basically about how tight, how loose to keep that muscle. So on a cellular level, obviously we're bringing blood flow to the area. There's a very, very tiny localized inflammatory response, but it's not anything that will throw off a look on stage. But then we're also affecting the neurological components of why a muscle is tight and kind of affecting the system as a whole. So biomechanics, we're looking at the joint, cellular or physiological kind of chemical reaction. We're looking at changes even the net positive or negative charge in the area. These needles have a charge on them, so if muscle contractions are based on positive, negative ions, things like that, the needles change that. And then we're also looking at the neural mechanisms of how the brain decides how tight to keep a muscle. So 3 major components. Sometimes you're going to want more effect on one than the other. But I think that twitch I got in the front delt kind of took care of really what we needed. Okay. It's all right.
Feels different. It look different.
I mean, I don't know if I'm just, you know, biased, but it looks to me like you've got a little bit more shelf on that, like you're getting in position and not having to fight this so much. To get
it turns
turned
back easier. Probably shows the rebuild a little better.
Yeah. So just make sure that you're not trying so hard to open it up that you lose the roundness. Does that make sense? Like you want to open up, but still almost like contract that area, like the Dalton, your Dalton. To me, that looks better, but I also, I'm not a judge.
I think I know what you mean.
That was amazing.
You see, arms right now.
Your left quad
Yeah,
actually looks
I feel
bigger than your right.
Right, it's in the right one, not the left.
Oh!
I said the wrong one, but
No.
I like to shower before the gym for whatever reason. It just feels like I'm fresh and clean.
And start to try to like,
But I'm
almost like
hot
right
for like
across
10,
the
15 minutes before it finally like works its way. It's miserable.
Okay.
You ever switch from really hard water to a softener and the new stuff feels like almost
Slimy? Oh yeah. When
well, it's hard for me to like
my
find
wife
it, but
lived
it's
when
almost
we had
like
really soft water, well water, and I
this
lived
muscle,
in the city, which
on
is
this
really
one,
hard. And so
it,
like when we were
it's
like
hard
long
and fills
distance,
up.
so I like do everything with
It's
super
almost
hot
like you
water
can't
all
really
weekend. Like on the
flex
weekend,
it.
if I went to go see her,
You
I
literally
feel
like,
I was,
this is the problem I have, so it's super cool to like talk
yeah,
about it.
slimed.
Can I try to see if I can get it to open up a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I was trying to get, leading up to like coming down here, I would go get some tissue work done.
Yeah.
They told me that one bag would last like almost a year.
Really try to get
Yeah,
that.
almost, yeah.
We never did.
Let me see if I can.
Burn
Let me see if I can open that up.
That was a lot easier. I could get it.
So he's got something that I see really commonly. People are not put together symmetrically. We have an inherent left-right bias. We have an inherent rotational bias. That's just how we're put together. Our organs sit on different sides. So most of us tend to bias on one side of our body. Now, if you have an athletic history, like if you play football, fullback and green middle or middle linebacker, yeah. So I put a lot of sides of them. So plant leg, if you're shifting right hip is going to be back. So he's having a hard time getting this to open up and develop because he's basically told his body to stay rooted here or stay like this is his stability point. So if you layer on years and years of training and development on top of that, the tissue becomes a little bit fibrotic. And if it's not fibrotic, it's, again, same concept to Dave's, it's busy. And a busy muscle, that's one, like what your brain is using to keep you upright, is not going to have the opportunity to lengthen or contract. And so I'm going to see if I can just get a little quick change in the tissue and just let it expand. Again, this is more neurological in terms of trying to get the brain the input to like let that muscle go. It's also positional, and then I want to show you if we can get right hip forward a little bit and let that pop a little more.
We tend to make that flex. This one, it's much. I think it's hard for me to even get anything up here to really like contract.
When do you have your first coat of tan today?
3:30.
Okay, cool.
The food court, tire shop.
So you're going to feel basically, I'm going to take the needle. You might get what's called a muscle twitch, where it kind of just goes really quickly. You might feel more of just like a dull ache. Biggest thing for me is I just need you to communicate with me and tell me what you're feeling. But I just don't want you to be like surprised. You're like, oh man, what was that?
Oh no, it'll be good.
Yeah, we'll keep stress low, but let's see if we get this to open up. So one of the things that I think is important too is that, you know, the single leg training is one thing, but if the muscle's not popping up because it's not developed, but because it's in a position to where it can't pop because of the hip position, it's not the muscle, it's the position of the pelvis.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So
you're going to feel a little prick and just keep me posted.
I've never been to an HEB.
Do you want to know near me what's amazing meat? And I just at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart can have some good meat.
I got some strip there, like just I was there and I was hungry. I saw it and I was expecting it to be just garbage because like
you feel that at all?
Aldi, which is kind of a
what does it feel like?
Maybe and
yeah, but Aldi's like.
Just a little something?
It's terrible. It's always
0 to 10, is it like below a 3?
It doesn't hurt.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to let that sit there for a minute.
And so I went there another
So part of what that's doing is kind of creating a change in the chemical environment in the area. Again, muscles contract based on positive and negative charges, right? Or some of that ion flow. The needle has a charge. So I'm trying to kind of create a change in the chemical environment in the area as one component.
I got like 50
of something. Yeah. The store itself will drop it down, but that doesn't mean it's
like you're right.
Yep. I noticed.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be coming.
McKinney, Plano, and Frisco all had.
That was a stronger contraction than I was anticipating.
Now this week they all stopped it, and the one in Allen has the same deal now.
So where are you going to school?
Central Michigan.
Okay.
When you said he flanked for the today, I was like, fuck yeah.
It's actually my
this is your first
second NPC show.
All the Friday.
Second show is national.
Third show I did a natural show. Yeah.
I did all. I'm not all.
What are you studying?
Logistics management.
Good for you. That's one of those things I hear and it scares me. Because I'm like, that sounds really fancy. I don't know what it is. Do you feel that like quivering?
I like it.
That like fasciculation? Do you feel that at all?
It's not really.
It is expensive and it's less.
Can you relax that glute? Is that totally relaxed?
Well, get to after.
Yeah, man, that's good. I think this is going to be good.
My wife's company also works with Costco because my wife.
No, I've been trying to figure out stuff to do for this.
Oh, I'm happy to help. Just find me. Shoot me a DM after the show too.
Sweet.
This is the stuff that like I nerd out over because there was never a PT that could help me, right? And so I was like, well, I guess I'll figure it out.
And she's like, Costco is like,
alright, this one might be a little bit weird.
Anything that we don't want, we're gonna send back to you. You're gonna give us the money back for it.
Yeah,
like
everything is really high quality.
It is.
It's not always the best price, but it's very good.
It is. It
kind of almost feels good.
Yeah, right? It's almost like, that's weird, but I think my body needed that.
Yeah.
So I'm staying pretty conservative with you, mostly because, again, I don't want to drive any inflammation. And especially since you had to make weight.
Is there anything?
I don't know if they'll sit for another like maybe 60 seconds, and I want to actually come onto your sweep a little bit.
Okay.
See if we can get that to come out.
I never got an actual MRI. My doctor just told me it was torn.
Because he couldn't find it?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's torn or if it's like.
I mean, gosh, it could have happened during a game or something too.
Right.
And you wouldn't know.
Because I had numerous injuries.
And you probably just played through them.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what we in this area do. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
fine.
This coming year, show prep, I don't think. But
You guys, this is wild.
I was doing it for a while.
I don't know if the camera can see that.
You can see it.
Can you see that? So that's one of those things that for me, again, as a clinician, I'm going needle by needle. I have a rough plan, but you got to be able to pivot.
Online coaching to
It's just really interesting.
other tech people. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah, right in here. Do you got?
It almost feels like it's like pumped.
Oh, it's pretty awesome.
Does it?
Super smart.
Sweet. That's the goal.
Yeah.
She's gonna help
Justin,
me
did you hear
with
that?
business plan.
He said it almost feels like his legs like pumped right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous at all?
They give you the MP3 for free.
you know, at national.
Kinda, but
What proportion or what number of people?
Not really.
From each division actually do their night shows?
I'll be nervous when I'm backstage.
Yeah.
I've never did nationals.
And you
like
got
I
your
don't
parents here with you?
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
It's like I don't get nervous until like
forever, it was
I'm about
always
to do
the
it, and then
same.
when I start
The shows
getting
were
on
the same
stage,
place,
it's like
same time of year,
fine
rules
again.
the same,
Yeah.
And then like over the last 5 years, it's always changed.
Were you like that in big
always
games, too?
been 5.
Yeah, I would like throw up
Just
before
because-
football games.
Oh no!
Men's bodybuilding
Seriously?
is first tomorrow morning.
Some
and
of them.
last again.
Yep.
That's crazy
But
because he
they-
seems so
they-
calm.
I don't know if this is one I don't know if it's changed. It used to be the top 15 came back. Top 5.
It was like then the
goes,
national anthem would play and then it'd be normal.
The
Yeah.
6 through 15 got their name announced and hit a pose.
Okay, so that's fine.
Wait.
Well, I think
'Cause
I'll be
that means you're
backstage
posing.
too.
That
I know
means
Dustin
you're-
will be there,
Yeah,
but just kind of
I'm saying
use me as a
responsibly.
second
I'm
set of
saying
hands
I
or
wanna
eyes
be
or
one
whatever you need,
of the
okay?
people who's
Awesome.
I don't.
Oh,
I
I got
don't
you.
want to
Okay.
wait.
I thought you
Did you feel that twitch that happened
no,
here?
That was good.
At least we don't have to wait for
Big
the
muscle
end.
like.
No, that's the worst.
I'm feeling something.
I did do that.
I don't really know. I don't know
I
how to
was out of
describe
top
it.
5, but top is he turned pro in North America?
Yeah, one more.
Dexter Jackson.
I don't know.
There's a tool I want to get that'll literally go and like I don't know how it works. I think it has something to do with the fluid in the tissue and where it accumulates. But it'll go and like look at the depth of the tissue and show me exactly where kind of the epicenter of these trigger points are.
One first.
Which is nice because you know soft tissue with like hands you just can't quite get as deep as you need to get.
Yeah.
So we
I want to
just
make her
moved
that
to
she said
Texas
joke there so
a year and a half
badly.
ago. And granted, this will only be my 4th show total.
Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
I did a local show last year.
Either. Good.
There's like.
Give me
you
10%
kinda learn
contraction here.
The judging panel.
Nice. Okay, rest.
Like if I, Lucian, I can't think of his last name, but if he's the head judge in Michigan, I know what he's a conditioning guy because he was always a guy who on the verge of turning pro but didn't have enough size, so he'd always get pissed that so if he's head judge, I know as big as possible.
10% squeeze.
Well, I mean, granted, the guy that beat me last year was like,
Okay. Give me a little
he was
more.
very, very muscular and had amazing
okay.
shape, but the
Yeah.
stark difference in condition.
Yeah.
Although he was also one of those guys you talked about where like you see him backstage and like you're squishy, and then he gets into the lights and it's like, I hate that.
Ben White.
Middleweight
One
in
more
April
time.
for the Affiliate Classic, and then I did the Battle of Texas at the
Good.
end of the year in December. But the night before, I was
How does it
I
feel
had never
now,
drank
just like
anything
contracting
alcohol
it?
Before,
Better, actually, I think.
You know, I've heard people say, "Oh, I have like other things."
I feel like it looks better.
It does for sure. It's
I'll
fuller.
take a couple shots.
There's still one more spot in here. I want to see if I can get to.
I think I had a little too many.
Yeah.
My wife's like, "I don't think you're supposed to have that much." I'm like, "What's the worst gonna happen? I'm gonna get more."
Oh, we talk about wine backstage. I'm really good at that.
Talking about whiskey night before.
Oh, I'm even better at that.
And yeah,
Because it reduces
it's
cardiac
diminishing
function.
returns.
Yeah.
It's complete
Okay,
opposite.
yeah.
I've noticed
I feel
it.
like I've always responded really well to just the little amount you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I love
Trust people to
You
get their
okay
wine.
here?
Honestly, we just
Yeah.
I got like a little.
Does that feel
box.
different
Um,
than some of the other
right in
ones?
back.
It felt a little bit more, but
That was
it's
when
all
I went
good
on in the
still.
morning because you can tell I'm all dark. You can see my eyes are.
So I just am
Like,
kind
it's
of
not
a.
like it-
completely
sorry.
No, you're good.
It's not like it hurts, you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt, it just feels
And I like
like.
sucked all the
Oh,
tan
shit.
up.
I can feel you put it in, but it doesn't hurt.
Way
Just a
better.
little bit more aware.
I would have won. That was still in the morning.
So for people who are not bodybuilders, that's the kind of thing that to them is pain.
And that wasn't-
Not even kidding.
Which I still wasn't in the
That's the hard
greatest
thing
shape.
about doing tissue work on our population too. Is like we'll tolerate almost anything.
Yeah.
But I'm just taking a little bit of a different approach. I was going more perpendicular
Right.
tissue, see if I could loosen
But
up,
the
and I'm
guys
kind of
that beat
coming
me,
across
even the guy
it.
that won,
Just
we
trying to get
walked
that
off
sweep
stage,
to
he's
come
like,
out a
"Oh,
little bit more.
How did I win? He's like, why didn't you win? I'm like,
Just gonna let that sit.
but they were looked, which I never
50
talked
seconds.
nothing bad about.
Yeah, like the front of my
Back, he
shin
did
is
look
real,
good,
like,
though.
feels like I did a bunch
His
of
upper body-
calf.
Something weird was happening.
You
in
got
his legs. But and the other guys were tiny.
I don't know if that makes sense or not.
It
but-
totally does.
I was like,
It's good to know too that it doesn't seem like you're sweating from
I was
this.
drunk.
Dave's a sweater, so like I can't. I have to be very careful if I needle him after his tan today. But if later today it's like, hey, that was helpful. Here's another like area. Can you knock it out real quick? The answer is probably yes.
Yeah, I would say.
Nice. It's fun for me when I can feel such a change in the t-shirt quality too.
Yeah, I'm excited to like watch the video after because I'm trying to like when I look like that, I feel like I'm like less relaxed.
Oh, for sure. It's hard too, like watching someone put a needle on you.
No, I do want to watch. I'm like,
yeah,
I would sit there like that the whole time, but I feel like
Is it okay if I do one up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn your leg out just a little bit.
That's what he had to say.
Like
Yeah,
that.
perfect.
Well, one, it was like in an industrial area.
So I want him in that position. If we're looking at sartorius, part of what that does is this motion. I also don't want to like hyper focus on sartorius. I want rec fem out, really just detail to come out. We can bring some awareness to this area in the brain via proprioception. Just kind of telling the brain like, hey, this can pull the hip forward.
I did that
That's
one
kind of what
time. I
I'm going for.
refused to stay at a place.
Will you be able to do this once the tan's on, or is it like once the tan's on?
For you, I can't. Before, especially, are you getting touch up tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
For sure.
I have 3:30, 6:30.
They might be like, what did you do? Like someone looks like but they can always fix it.
It's not worth it.
I told my,
Especially if it's protein and Denise is back there.
I didn't want to hear it. It's on my credit card. She don't. But I bid the money. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna go back home. Keep the 150 bucks.
So like Dave, once he tans, I'm gonna have to be really conservative because he sweats through it.
Mm-hmm.
Although for him, I'm also like we're both kind of like they can fix it, They can fix the tan later.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stand up and see how you feel.
Yeah.
Stand up. Okay,
Maybe I was sweating a little bit.
Oh, that's all right.
Just a little bit.
Can you just sit on the side for a moment of the table? Yeah. Okay. Good. And now put your hand right here. Close your eyes. And I want you to see if you can like just really try to dial in and like visually see in your mind's eye that area, just to improve brain's kind of awareness there.
Mm-hmm.
Turn your leg out a little bit. Almost think like you're gonna make a figure 4. Yeah. See, you can see it. It's coming out. You can do little things like that today. It's not gonna burn through glycogen. It's not gonna do anything other than like you can even like see where that tendon is now. Focus on just kind of finding that. Nice.
Yeah, that's way better.
Cool.
It was like that, like I couldn't.
I know.
Flex it before.
We got some good response out of you.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
No, I really appreciate it.
Dude,
Seriously.
it's fun for me. It fills my cup. And again, you've put in so much work to be here, so let's get a good team behind you. All right, let's let the boss take a look at you. Does that feel different?
Yeah, it does.
Sweet.
Can you go back towards the wall a little bit more?
Yep. Yeah, I can like sit there and.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just go at your own pace. Let us watch. Hamstrings are starting to come out now. Stay on those hamstrings. That's my only worry. Your glutes and hamstrings are in, but you let the hamstrings relax and they smooth over.
Glutes are. That's what I just need more glutes.
Are they better now?
No, worse. don't like just don't try to change your posing when you don't have a mirror and like rate the day before show. But yeah, they're there and hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're deep when you have them.
Yeah. Can you pull your right heel towards, like, pull it?
Like your hamstring curl?
Started to come.
Yeah, when you, on your right foot, make sure the weight's not on your toes. You know, like think like on a squat. You know, like if you squat, you can like press your toes like this, or you can push through your heel. And
yeah.
Like that should maybe activate.
Heel on my front foot?
Yeah.
You can almost think about if your whole foot is flat on the floor, drag that
Yeah,
whole foot back.
that's a better way
That's
to
going to
do
get
it.
adductors too.
Yeah. Okay, that's got it. Why you flatten it out? We still need to pull more water, and you're not super full. Oh, yeah, cars are coming in. So where were you at with diuretics? But you took the one this morning.
Yep, just one.
A whole one, was it, right?
Yep.
Do you have, what else do you have?
I have a half left. And then I could probably get...
No, we don't. If we do, it'd be maybe a half. I'm just trying to decide, because you're like right there, like quads, upper body, the alcohol's going to get you right where you need to go. I just want to make sure we're dry enough on the hamstrings that you don't have to like...
And I don't feel like I'm dry up here.
Yeah, everything there is like a thin film that the alcohol's going to pull off.
Okay.
But
I mean, I'm down to take whatever.
Hold off for now. We might, in another meal or two,
okay,
do a half.
Nothing else though, other than the half diazide.
No. If you take more, you just be flat because your hamstrings are already like in and out, So we're right on the edge of having them full enough that they can show, but dry enough that they can show. And if we go too far in either direction, they're just not going to show or pose per judge.
Yep.
To see you. So they're not, so if you have something that stands out, that's what they're going to see.
How'd you manage that?
Is it huge? I can't see
It's
it.
Looks painful.
it's like, yeah, it looks like, ow.
Shit, I was just gonna do I already shaved. I didn't need to do anything. It's not
Yeah.
broke, don't fix it type of shit. And
He tried to fix it.
well, I was just gonna go over a little bit more just before I came right now, even though I've already did it all.
I recommend. I don't like doing any razor on Friday because
I don't either normally.
Well, if you get a razor burn, then it draws water to the skin, and so you get like a tiny reduction in stubble for risk of having
That's
watery.
basically what I just did. Yeah, I knew it was wrong.
Because they can't see the stubble, from the stage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're coming together.
Nice.
So everything on plan still right now?
Yeah. I think
My posing is not
the
great,
only thing
so
we might change is
we'll take
maybe
any
more
tips.
carbs in one of the later meals.
Side
More
tricep is
calories, carbs are
the
fat.
worst for me.
Okay.
But
I
still,
never
it
get
was
this.
kind of
Is it
like-
hard to-
hard to get
I've been doing
position?
flank
It's
steak
hard to control my
rice
stomach.
Yep.
with
Where-
one rice cake with
between
almond
where
butter.
I-
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
You hit it on the right side?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and I think if you have people do well, given your age, I think you'll get a little buzz going.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'm trying to
I think
Stay
your rib
up.
out looks nasty there. I think that looks really, really good.
stay up or
Dude,
kind of
well,
more-
you should always have two side triceps.
Side, that's what I was telling her. Side triceps I hate side triceps.
Well,
One,
'cause
my flexibility in my shoulders is terrible.
Just like my general thinking is, you do your front poses, front by, front lat, and then you're out of breath. So you turn to then you go to the side. You get a deep breath in, but you can't let your gut hang out. So
Yeah.
now your next chance to really breathe are the rear poses. So
Right.
on the side pose, at either side, probably not side chest because it's hard to do variations on that unless you do like a LeBron. So side tricep, you should have, because by the time you get to side tricep, you haven't breathed in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and they're going to hold it, so then,
Foot forward, one
yeah, just do something, or so you get a chance
Yeah.
to breathe. And then you go to the back and you breathe again, and then you come back around and you should have two abs and thighs. You can go like this,
Yeah.
they're going to start talking to each other, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm going to die. So,
then-
deep breath, hit it different, so you should have two side triceps and two abs and thighs.
Dude, you're talking about posing's not your strong suit. You're doing it, man.
Yeah, that's what in the pictures I would not guess him to be a middleweight.
No.
See, this is the one
I've been looking at it. I
That's
thought it was
good.
Abby.
with my butt. If I
Tuck it.
tuck it, then it.
Yeah, I
it's
wouldn't
kinda-
tuck
No,
it.
that's gonna fold. Those folds are.
But if
Yeah, no, I would do it because it'll be square. I mean, you don't naturally have deep lines in your glutes. I mean, even it's not like you could have zero fat there. You're not going to have dugout lines.
that's what I want though. And I've the last, say 2 years probably, I really, because before I never cared about, I didn't care about it, but I never thought about glutes. I squat, everything, but never like glute focused stuff.
It's a
I have been for the last 2 years though.
You think so?
What's your name, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, I didn't do anything.
Appreciate it.
I started glutes from 8 weeks out, and I have a gut still. Yeah, I could see glute lines right now, and I'm like 20% on it.
Yeah, I had glutes like the whole prep for
Yeah.
some reason. I don't know.
That's
I mean, like when I say like,
Don't even look at me.
I say like how deep. Like some people just have really deep.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You can't change the way.
what's the Olympia? What's the
I'm
South
gonna get out of here, guys.
All right,
Thank
see
you
you
so
soon.
much.
Yeah.
Oh, I want you. Don't worry.
Well, I'm just saying. By 5, we'll know if that diuretic was enough.
Okay. I feel like I'm starting to sweat right
Yeah,
now.
I think it's going to be enough, but
You want me to keep going?
no, you're good. Yeah, that's all I needed. I feel.
Good.
How you
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You do not want to use a diuretic, correct?
Right.
Just
I'm doing the vitamin C stuff, but
yeah, just wanted to double check. That'll change, you know, potentially. What I say. And I've just been having people just kind of go through your quarter turns or whatever,
okay.
and just at your own pace. I'm just looking and seeing what we need to adjust. You go through your poses also if you don't.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Abs are deep. The joints are popping, you know, it's starting to dry out.
Hope being 60 didn't. Let's see, where am I?
As I was telling Danny and David your age, they wouldn't believe it.
Well, I can't imagine there's somebody older than me, but there might be.
I doubt it, but we don't look. I mean, you like
Who's
anything.
60? He's 60?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, man?
I know, isn't that crazy? It's my dad's age. Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
if you don't have loose skin or, I mean, anything.
No, I mean, I feel blessed that, I don't know if because I stayed, I mean, I bodybuilded in my 20s, but then, I mean, I got a couple of firsts and seconds, like in lightweight, and then I joined the military. 27 years, but in the military, you gotta stay in shape.
Yeah.
I lifted off and on, but I couldn't really bodybuild, I just didn't have the time. So I think maybe just never being overweight.
Never stretching the skin out.
Yeah, I think it kind of helped, but.
You're killing me, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen who's out there, but I think you got a serious shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some big guys, but I mean, obviously but this is.
But I mean, I had, like I said, I had a guy win lightweights 2021.
Yeah.
I think Will Pirelli, and it's very similar build to yours.
Okay. So what am I need? Any corrections? Or?
You know, we're good. I mean, you see, like.
It's coming out.
Yeah, we just got it. So we got. I mean, the alcohol will dry out a little tonight, and that's. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm glad the water stuff is over because I didn't sleep at all last night. I had to urinate like.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, at your age too. I mean, I'm getting. In
I already get up. Yeah.
In my mid-40s, I'm a couple times a night guy already myself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'd like to drop the water to 6 ounces per meal instead of 8, and then do the alcohol before bed.
Okay.
And then we should be good.
Okay. Well, my goal is to put on about another 10 pounds, maybe. Like I think I'm gonna hit 150, 152 here maybe, but I would like to compete ultimately about 165. That's the biggest I want to go. I mean, at my age, I don't need to be carrying a bunch of extra weight, and I'm only 5'4.5". So
165 in shape, you won't be at the amateur level very long.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. I think you good. You're doing open too, right?
Yeah, I'm doing open, lightweight and open class.
I think you have a serious shot at open lightweights.
Okay.
Going back, because I've had past winners in the lightweights. I had one just 2 years ago, and it was very similar like this.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm giving up too much weight in classic, but I thought I would just try it just to see. I mean, I'm here.
I doubt there's ever been a 50.
Okay. What else?
I think you guys might be in the overall pose down together.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because I think I haven't looked online at who's in the middles, but I think you got a serious shot. You can just go at your own pace.
catching the squats.
Yeah, they're coming out as you pose too.
He's getting harder.
Yeah, see how thick his veins are? That means you got a lot of blood volume, so we can still dry out more. So you're gonna just keep getting harder. Yeah.
That's not correct.
Yeah, your peak's been going really smooth. Your peak's been smooth. I haven't heard from you. Some of my guys have been. I got like 700 texts.
I was a little worried yesterday because I felt like I was kind of soft, but.
Yeah, well, I should have warned you. And I was talking with Danny Lambertine about that. The way I peak is kind of different than people. You stay softer later into the week.
Yeah.
And if I forget to like tell you that, it can kind of freak you out. Because we get all our carbon up done all the way early.
Yeah.
And then dry out. So like yesterday, you're carved up and you haven't dried out. So it's like.
Yeah, probably the worst I'm gonna look.
Yeah. What diuretic do you have left? Do you have any? That 25-37. I think we're gonna do another half. I don't want to do too much more because his abs are already not super deep, so I don't want to flatten out. But your veins tell me you have enough water that we can still pull. I think I'm gonna have you add 7 extra grams of fat per meal.
So I want to really fat.
Yeah, have 3 more.
Okay, if you answer that.
Just add a little bit more fat. Just keep you full. I don't want it because the carbs are watery fullness. And we're pulling water now, but the fat gives you like an extra calorie. There's actually, you can get some intramuscular fatty acid storage also. So we'll add up the fats a little bit, half a diuretic, and we'll be think you got a serious shot at it.
When do you want me to take it?
Just as soon as you get back to the room, like right now.
Yeah, I'll take it the first and one.
After your second period.
Yeah. After so second.
Yeah. Because I think I was thinking like I would know between 2 and 3 whether you could have another one.
Okay.
So it should be enough time.
Okay, sounds good.
For a reason, those are the only ones who make it.
What's this? So why meat as opposed to chicken at the very end? What is that? What's the difference?
More fat and creatine.
Okay.
So like once we start kind of drying, because creatine will hold water.
Okay.
Pull water in the muscles. So if we're drinking a lot of water, creatine can make you watery. But now we're like pulling water back, you know. And so today water's down. So now that creatine that's in the meat, because 2 pounds of meat has a full 5-gram serving of creatine. So we're about that range. So it's almost like we're creatine loading. Maybe not quite that much.
Yeah.
But anyways, that gets in the muscle and creatine pulls water with it. Well, we're not drinking a ton of water, so it has to pull it from the skin.
Okay.
You know, and then there's also the higher calories, because we still want calories to be high because we don't want to flatten out.
Yeah.
But carbs need water. To form glycogen, you have, you know, the carb mixes with sodium and water. If you don't have the sodium or water, which we won't have today, it just sits in the bloodstream and your blood sugar goes up and you look like shit. So we need calories high, but we can't have them from carbs, so that's why I add the fat.
Yeah.
And then there is some like short-term fatty acid infiltration of the muscle also. It helps fill your muscles up without carbs. So that's kind of the reason.
I've noticed today, after every meal, I mean, within about 40 minutes, I'm like, I could probably eat again.
Yes. Metabolism.
I think again, I thought I would gain some weight after the carb, but I think it's almost like my body's like, hey, this is still...
You have a good metabolism. Like, that's the other thing for your age, is your metabolism is... You're eating as much as heavy. He doesn't have a great metabolism, but... so that's...
Yeah, I can't believe how fast my metabolism is.
I know, it's fun.
Because I've never eaten that kind of food.
That's cool. Yeah, I love when that happens. That's all adding sizes. Is how much food can you get your body digesting without getting fat.
Maybe I don't have a scale.
You'll be, if you follow my rebound protocol, you'll be 175 in a month. A lot of it will be like fullness in the muscles, but it won't stay forever.
See, I had a question. Because at the most I've ever been was when we were bulking. I hit one day, I'm a little guy, I'm small boned. I hit 160, and that was the most I've ever been in my life.
I might be overestimating, but, well, no, I should say maybe not. You'll gain 20 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, you won't be quite as lean, but you'll look still lean, and if it all goes smoothly. David, my super heavy, competed at like 180 something 3 years ago. He weighed 262 here today. So.
Well, I don't know how much age is going to be a limiting factor. So far, it hasn't been, and I'm taking TRT, and that's it. I'm not taking
you're doing,
else.
and like nothing else. Your metabolism doesn't fit your age. Your look doesn't fit your age. Your skin tightness. So why would anything else?
All right, I appreciate it. Appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you. You're still really not good. Getting sharper. Usually you look worse after the first coat of tan. When was the last time you ate?
2:15.
Alright, okay. Because you're a little flat. I think let's add 10 grams of fat to this meal.
Okay.
I don't remember what we've done with diuretics now. In the morning.
We did the full one in the morning. I have a half left.
Okay. I might use it. I don't want to take it until I see you're fuller though.
Okay.
So let's add 25 grams of carbs and 10 grams of fat this meal. And then when you send pigs an hour before the next meal, we may do a diuretic. You're pretty dry, but if you flatten out anymore, your skin's gonna get thicker over your glutes. Actually, just let me see your quads again. Just any kind of. Yeah, do 35 grams carbs.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A little bit of a headache, but
it's okay. So, yeah, you didn't draw it in. Yeah, so we'll see. You're probably going to dry out even harder then. There might be a little electrolyte imbalance too. You're definitely sharper. I want to make sure you're full enough so the skin's pulled tight against your glutes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm looking better.
No, you are. Especially because you almost always look worse after the first coat of tan. Yeah, well, that won't really pop until we do a little sodium load before the stage. What we'll do is you spike your blood sodium, and your blood has to stay at 0.9% sodium. So if we spike it to 0.1, it has to bring it back down to 0.9, and the only way you can do that is dilute it by bringing water into the bloodstream. Well, if you're not drinking water, it's got to pull it from somewhere, so it's going to come from the skin, stick there, and that'll give you that kind of grainy, dimpled look.
Oh yeah.
Great. But that'll happen right before the stage.
Okay.
And if you lose that, that's when you know you're either getting too dehydrated or too flat. If you lose it completely. Yeah, you're a little flat. 35 and 10 extra will be good. Oh. Yeah, man, it's hard. You're right on the cusp because each time you hit a pose, you tighten it up a little bit more.
I wonder if I have to freaking change that though. I don't know what went on. My wrist hurt.
Oh, hurt? Oh man, that's your best pose, possibly too. Hope you can pull it. Like it's straight out a tendon or something?
I mean, I don't care. I'll just fucking rip it on stage, but
it can't hurt worse than the diet.
Right. I gotta admit, I was freaking worried. Like earlier this week, I was like, "Fuck, I look like shit."
I know
what the hell's going on.
I know. I need to be better about explaining the way I peak. It's because.
No, I knew I was flat. Like Muhammad too was telling me, like, if you're flat, you're fine. But like, I was like, why do
I don't know. I'm happy now with how I look for sure.
Yeah, you're getting better every meal. Yeah, people watching this, the way I usually peak is it really all comes together Friday.
Yeah.
And then like the dryness doesn't really all come together until overnight. We do the alcohol before bed, and so you wake up and be like, oh, okay, now it's all together.
Even like last night after I ate my last meal, I was like, fuck yeah. Like I was trying not to pose too much and get like the glycogen out or whatever, but I was happy.
No, like even your chest is filling out more now, even just from doing that. Yeah. Yeah, and your lower back, where you meet your obliques, you're getting there's like a little triangle, like your lats and your erectors and your obliques, there's always like a little triple point there.
Yeah.
And that's when you can tell when someone's dry, when that starts coming in sharper.
Sweet. Fuck yeah. I'm happy now. Like I was stressed, but now I feel like...
Yeah, that's why I'm learning... talking to clients all at the same time. Yeah, because I do all the carving up and then all the drying out.
Sweet.
Yeah, the first coat of can is when you look the worst too, because it's basically like putting an extra layer of water on you.
Right.
It's like painting. It thickens your skin after a while.
I think it's because I'm so fucking white that even though it does do that, it's like
gives you some color at least.
Yeah, lets you see a little bit. Awesome.
Yeah, so 35-10, and your veins are still big, so there's still a lot of water. There's still like fluid. So, yeah, man, look at as you keep pumping. Look at now. Yeah, you're getting better by the minute. So have a little bit of extra food, and then we'll see if it fills you up enough where you're almost like even like getting softer. Then we'll know we can pull a little more water.
Sweet. Yeah, the leg feels really good.
How's it look?
It fell off.
Damn it! Sometimes when you don't
can't
do
hurt if it's
that.
on you.
Oh, heck yeah, man! Is your front relaxed looking there?
Oh, Dave, your rear thigh is gnarly.
I was happy with how that came out. Yeah, the glutes are coming out.
Really nice, Dan. That looks like it came out a lot.
Yeah, your abs are getting deep.
Good.
Yeah,
really good.
You're not flattening out.
Yeah, your sweep came out more on that side too. I don't know if that's just the peak process from Justin or the needling off that. I don't know, but it looks way better.
And I noticed, I could tell when I'm full, is if this leg is looking almost even with this leg.
Yeah.
Like if I'm flat, this leg looks like shit.
Well, because it was like some of the check-ins late in prep was really obvious, the difference.
Yeah, it's like, that's something I noticed, like if I was full, that leg would look much less like bad, I guess. And then the flatter I get, the worse that looks.
Yeah. No, that looks way better. Do you feel like you can find it easily?
Oh
like
yeah, I feel like I can
off? Good.
Sit there and mess with it.
How's that right hamstring feeling when you're trying to find it?
I have a hard time feeling either hamstring.
I don't want to. You were losing your glutes when you were worried about your hamstrings.
Right.
So, like practice a little bit, but
play your strengths.
Yeah, if you're on stage and it's not fair, get to know the glutes.
It's just something I've tried to pose it so many different ways and stuff too. Like, I don't know. It's something I really got to work on. Like,
if you want to, after prejudging tomorrow, if you want, I might have a couple cues that can help. But trying to do it this close before.
Yeah, don't change so much. Yeah, I mean, if you get on stage and it's there, take it, but don't search for it and lose your glutes in the process.
Right.
Because your glutes look awesome, and that's something that a lot of people are going to find for.
You got a great ass.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, but I was
kind
like,
of stupid. I think my glutes might be my best body part.
Justin took the words out of my mouth. Didn't want to be weird about it. Just kidding.
I want to see you real quick before I go.
Dude, your skin got dark.
I know.
I'm gonna have you go through and really quick and your poses, and then do it a second time because you need a blow pump.
Chest up. There.
already starting to come to life. You might need a long pump up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hamstring just flops over when you tuck that knee in.
It's gnarly.
Keep my knee in forward as you bring trunk around. Good. Shrink your waist.
There you go.
Left leg on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you look completely different than you did your first front relax. Just from 30 seconds ago.
You're doing a really good job of
breathe a lot. You.
Good job dialing that back. Good job.
So you still have water, because that's still water leaking under the skin. You are a buffalo. You're clear out the Arabs don't find you. They're going to be riding you through the desert. Yeah, it's a different front relax already.
Does that just on that side? All right, lats opening up a lot better too. Good transition. Good, sit on it. There you go. There, good.
Danny, would you be willing to get a bottle of vitamin C? Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna have to do a gram every hour.
Okay. Just like a tubal or tablet or whatever?
Anything, yeah, capsule, just to kind of increase urine output. I don't want to do any more diuretics. I don't want the sodium to go low, but I think we could still like another pound or two of water, and then you're dead on.
I want to start that right now.
And then just gram every hour the rest of the night. What's your weight right now? 252?
252.4.
Good. Have you got 8 ounces of water a meal? You might drop you to 6.
Okay, any change in food?
No, I think we're going to keep the 35 and 7 though.
Oh, plus 35 plus 7?
Just say, yeah, I think that's probably the new baseline meal.
Okay, 85 carb, 24 fat, 50 protein.
Man, that's when you know you're a big boy, when that's what you're eating on the diet day, you're not eating carbs.
Okay.
I want to get more lights on.
You're so dark, it's crazy.
That's okay, right?
What?
How dark I am?
The darker the better. You cannot be too dark.
Okay.
Cannot. But you absolutely can't be too light. Darker is always better.
I've seen that on stage.
Yeah, if you're too light, it looks green.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, this way. Okay, stomach tight, lower abs in.
Better?
Yeah. You're going to be a big heavy up there. Might be the biggest, but so don't let them dock you for that, because that's what they'll be looking for. Do quarter to the right. Good. Okay. I was gonna show you your stomach on camera, but you're letting it relax sometimes.
You gotta keep it tight.
Your lower abs.
Is it not tight right now?
It is now. That's why I asked you to do that again, because I was in a video to show you. When you
yeah.
In transition, you were letting it flap out. There you go.
Tight.
Yeah, in the back, let it out. Serious? I mean,
yeah, no, I got, gotta breathe,
gotta breath. Stomach breath.
Bend the elbows.
How did you hit that pose last night?
So my brother said Chris Bumstead, I think, does it this way. Like
that was do whatever you do. That was the best pose you have by far. Like this, not like that. In the photo, you don't have your wrist bent at all.
Like, oh,
you don't have your wrist bent. Yeah, there you go.
Just like this.
Yeah. Hang on, lose your camera. And don't lose your abs. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah. Stomach out.
Okay.
Hmm?
Stomach good?
Better, but you let it out. I mean, you don't get to like, if it's half a second and they see it fully out, that you had your stomach out. You don't get any leeway. It's not like, well, you have to do it most of the time. If any judge sees any distension at any point in between poses, you had a distended cut.
I'm just screaming tight at you the whole damn time.
Okay.
And we're talking like pro card here.
Okay.
You know, it's not like.
Hey, I'm trying.
I know. I'm just re-emphasizing the importance because it's already done right now. 3 minutes.
It's 3 minutes of your life. That's it. It's worth it. Keep it tight.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
To make my legs look bigger, how can I put them from my back vertebral by?
To make your what look bigger?
My legs.
Let me see. I wouldn't worry about size. I'd worry about what makes your glutes look sharpest. You have plenty of leg size.
Is this okay?
Yeah, just hit it how you're going to hit it, and I'll let you know if there's anything changed. I would hit it just like that.
Okay, because I thought like, my back to I was like, how can I make my legs look bigger?
It's glutes. Your legs, I mean, if your legs weren't a strong point, then you need to make them look bigger. Your legs are a strong point, so the judges aren't going to be even looking for weaknesses in leg size. They're going to see, okay, he's got good legs, are his glutes striated?
Okay.
So that's all that's going to matter.
Okay. I think my stomach can be
able to. That's the biggest thing we need to do right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because I had 7 ounces of flank steak, 100 grams of carbs with this morning, 1 rice cake with 10 grams of fat from almond butter on it as well. And I had 8 ounces of that rain that I showed you last night. Holy shit. That looks nuts.
Yeah, that's your best pose. So you gotta hold this tight.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is good.
If you know, say quarter to the right, and you take a breath right there.
You're done.
Yeah.
Turn it to the same thing.
Off the diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lower abs.
Can I go through the 4 fucking corners again?
Yeah. Lower abs. It's not even, don't even think abs, think lower, like below your belly button, like lower abs.
That good?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Keep it tight.
There you go. Lower abs. Lean forward a little bit. Yeah, that's because that's the other thing. If you lean forward, your lower abs don't stick out the farthest. If you lean back,
my chest does a little bit.
Yeah, if you lean back at all, it looks like your lower abs are sticking out, but you're going to get back because your lower abs are going to come out like this because you're full.
Yeah.
So if they come out like this and then you stand up, then they go like this.
Okay.
But if they come out like this and you're leaning forward, then they just kind of go
up and down.
Like that broomstick we were doing at the gym.
Okay. Did you get a picture of that quarter turn before?
I don't know.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother says like that's like the best look you have.
When you hit it
is a quarter fucking turn. I'm like, that's the stupidest fucking turn in the whole thing.
Doesn't matter.
When you hit it correctly, it's very, very good, yeah.
Okay.
Lower abs.
Again.
Lower abs. Keep it tight.
There you go. Lower abs, yep, there you go. Perfect. Now let it out. Deep belly breaths. And tight.
Tight. Keep it tight, keep it tight.
Lean forward. There you go.
Good?
Yep.
Okay.
But you see, you got glute lines just walking, dude.
Took, yeah. No, I feel good this morning. Slept pretty well last night.
Oh, nice. Good. Stay on the, yeah, you dried out very well. What's your weight? 192?
193.
193. Yeah, we could eat a little bit. We're gonna eat, could fill a bit more. Glutes are dry though. Do you digest pancakes well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there.
I'm happy, bro.
So, man, because you could be a touch fuller. I think like 194, 195 would be like 100% dead on, balls perfect. So I'm debating having to eat a bigger meal like pancakes.
Okay.
But I don't want to lose those glutes.
Right.
But go finish your posing, the rest of them, and see, because you're getting harder and harder as you pose. Oh my, yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm not fucking with this. Yeah, your chest could be fuller. You're dry though. Bone dry. Yeah, let's do like a single order of pancakes from any place, Denny's, anything, and get it as soon as possible.
How many? Just one?
One single, not like one order of pancakes.
Just the pancakes?
Yeah. Those legs. Hang on, I'm just going to show you one.
Yeah.
It's at least sit on the legs.
It's coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
As far as, I brought 2 meals with me, and I have like rice cakes and peanut butter.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna stay like right on the plan.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everything's gone perfect, so I don't want to mess with anything.
Yep. As far as pump up goes, I don't need to do anything like
No, I would think maybe your back a little bit just to see if you can suck up, like pull up any water from the glute area.
But no, I mean like take anything like do any fluids or alcohol or.
No, yeah, we'll do like salty carbs.
Just no
like,
fluids.
Yeah, no fluids, but maybe, you know, like, it doesn't have to be Pringles, but it's easy to measure, like half a sleeve of Pringles worth, you know, like that kind of amount of chips.
Okay.
So if it doesn't have to be Pringles, but that kind of, you know, what is that, 20 chips or something, 25 chips.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, alright. It said, I looked online, it said 8, so it's,
yeah, you can show here.
It's an hour away. It's not bad.
Alright, let's go. Let's go.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.